are getting ready to embark on a huge adventure, going to South Bass Island, and going to camp at the South Bass Island campground. Max is ready to go. You ready to go? We are a little nervous because we're going to be going over on the ferry, so that's going to be a new experience. We have our camper all ready, and we're taking our golf cart. Hoping the golf cart will be, it's street legal and all, so hopefully it'll be okay to take.
Which lane? Right behind him? Start your car up yet. Wait till these people get off. Yeah. You got your emergency on. Anybody out. He's a good driver, I swear he is. My first day.
Holy smokes.
Hoochie coo.
Oh my God, you did fantastic. Holy smokes. How terrifying was that? Alright, we're at the top of the hill. David Trent did fantastic. And now we're headed over to the campground.
Leave it there. You can imagine he's trying to blow out.
Oh, he did.
See the back tire?
Yeah.
Back wheel?
Is this one right here full hookup?
Yeah, that's full hookup.
So what about this light right here, if you could get it?
Well, it's a nice hookup, a nice light. Height.
Mm-hmm.
See, everybody's been going right there.
Mm-hmm.
They can't make this swing because of this tree. And I'm going to stick that pole out.
We need to move those poles.
Huh?
We need to move those poles.
This is not full hookup here. Because from here it is.
So you see there are some
Full hookup.
really big rigs in here.
And that one's full hookup.
So don't be afraid about bringing a big rig over because there's some big ones in here. Just be experienced.
Careful, be careful.
Just be experienced. Saturday at Putin Bay. This is crazy. Yeah, is that what the line is for?
Probably.
This place is rocking. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. Can't imagine what it's going to be like at night. This is supposed to be the Founders Day festival. There's a lot of activity going on. Not much festivaling. It is hopping. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's fun. There's the boardwalk over there. I'm going to go there here in probably a little bit. We're in the park, Devcler Park, and I'm sorry, I cannot remember what the name of it is. But it sits right in the middle of town, and then there's just shops and restaurants and bars. We just saw a bunch of brides going by on a rolling pub, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is day 2 at South Bass Island State Park Campground. And we're just going to do a little recap of what we found. It took us 3.5 hours to get up here from the Dayton, Ohio area.
It took us about 4, but there was a 15-minute detour.
We had
stopped
to
for gas, stopped for pee 19 times. So 3.5
We're traveling
hours.
with my sister,
if you
my
drive,
brother-in-law.
if you drive straight through, going a camper, 3.5 hours. It took us longer because of.
So we brought our cart up here, and our golf cart we had in the back of our truck. Our camper is 32 feet long. So we got to the ferry, and we miscalculated a good time to come, and we had an hour wait probably.
Yeah, it was cars. It was on Friday about 2.
We got here about
1 or 2, and it was car. There was a million cars trying to cross that ferry.
And people pulling luggage and everything.
Yeah,
it was packed.
It was packed.
We miscalculated. We thought it'd be fine. It was not fine.
So get here before 2 o'clock if you come on a Friday or Saturday or Sunday.
On a weekend.
Trust me.
So but they're very, very organized.
They are organized. They know those ferry people. They know what they're doing.
We cannot stress enough how
They
organized
know what they're
they
doing,
are.
and hats off to the Miller Ferry.
So when you pull in to the ferry area, somebody meets you right at the end of, I don't know what the road is called.
It's Route 53.
Route 53.
Right there where it crosses.
They meet you, and then they stage you. They put you in. They have about 4 lanes of overflow. So they stage you in these 4 lanes, and then so you wait there, and then as the ferries come in and out, then they pull you on down, and once you are pulled down and it's your time, that's when you pay. There's a ticket booth there, and there's one on one side, one on the other. One's for pedestrians, one's for drivers and vehicles. And so you tell them how long your vehicle is, how many people are in the vehicle with you, and then you pay accordingly. Ours for round trip was $187. Our vehicle was 38. The trailer was 116, and they do that according to how many feet it is. And then for us, it was our price per person, but it was $187 round trip. You get a round trip there, and then you just keep on hold of those tickets. Don't lose them.
Don't lose them. You'll be buying more.
Yeah, and then you'll be able to use those to come back. When you get onto the ferry, so then they line you up after you buy your ticket. Then they line you up in another set of rows.
Another holding area.
Yeah, and then they guide you on. We were with my sister and my brother-in-law, and their trailer's a couple feet longer than ours. So they stage them according to how long your trailer is and all that. And they put them in different areas. They know what they're doing. I would stress that you need to have an experienced driver driving it on and all, because it's tight. It is very tight.
I have been in some tight places with my camper, and this worried me. Like I said, I've been pulling campers and boats since I've been 16. You all know this. This was tight. I was worried. But keep your calm. Keep your head on your shoulders. Slow. Take it slow. Don't zip in there. Or
Yeah, no, you can't do that. So they guide you in, and there's a person in front of you, and he's guiding you. He's pulling you up, telling you how far to go, telling you which way to go. David's used to, watching his mirrors and all of that, and all of a sudden the guy's like, hey, and he's like, look at me, I'm guiding you. And so David started, watching the guy and guiding him, put him right in there. So we were like three sets of vehicles on there.
When you get on the ferry, set your emergency brake.
Yeah, set your emergency brake.
Because if you're in a park only, you'll shift a couple inches, and there's another car, this far from your bumper.
Yeah, so make sure you
Do
set your
not
parking brake.
want to, and that ship rocks going across
Yeah.
there. Set your emergency brake.
And so I got out of the truck to take some pictures, and when I walked around the back of the truck, a lady was in between our truck and the trailer, leaning up against the trailer. And, that kind of, I didn't care, but it kind of scared me a little bit that somebody was, right in our stuff and in our area. So just be aware people are going to be, because they were standing all around our truck and camper.
It's different. It's different.
It's different. So it only took 20 minutes to get over there. The ride was a little bit choppy, and it was a non-choppy day. It felt choppy, and it was a non-choppy day. So they pull right in there, and then they just guide you off, and boom, you're off there up the hill, and the campground, South Bass State Park Campground is 10 minutes. It's not 10 minutes, 5 minutes away, just right in there. Now the campground itself is very, very tight and closed. So just be aware that you really need to have some good skills to get in there. We've been into Put in Bay Town. Yesterday we went in, had a great day, just had a lot of fun, ate at the Keys restaurant, been all up and down, seen lots of boats coming in and out. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. Today we went over to Perry's Cave, and it's got an underground lake. And when they said lake, I thought it was a big lake. It's a little, but that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Cost us $10 each to get in.
No big deal. It was worth $10.
Yeah, it was.
It was. It was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I like caves if they're not real close. And then we played 18 holes of mini golf, which I won. Yay!
My birthday.
I'm the
I get
champion.
beat by a wolf.
Yeah, today's his birthday. So I won. So tomorrow we're going to go in and have a wine tour and stuff. So and the view here. You walk 2 feet past our campground, and you're all, there's Lake Erie just spread out in front of you, and a little 5-minute walk down to the dock. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And you'll see pictures of the sunset and all that. Every night everybody goes down to
the boat dock for
the
the
boat dock.
sunset.
Yeah, all these people are scored up and lined up on the boat dock to watch the sunset. It's phenomenal. Anything else, and we'll recap at the end and tell a little bit more about some of the different things we've seen. Beautiful place. Isn't that beautiful? Max. Alright, so here is our recap of South Bass Island State Park Campground. We really like, the park campground's fine. I like it pretty much, except that, if anything, it's too shady. And the sites are very crowded. So just you might want to really pay attention to that. Just be patient when you come in. We didn't have much interaction with anybody at the camp stores because of the pandemic. They're still actually kind of closed, and you have to speak to them through a window and all. Just know you might have to use your credit cards only. That's the way we had to do it. Views are spectacular. You step right out of here and the views are spectacular. So that's an upgrade, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay. We have been into town just about every day. We brought our golf cart. Golf cart was fabulous. The people we traveled with, they also had a golf cart, but they ended up not getting to bring it. And ours is a 4-seater, worked out fine. It was packed. If you come on the weekends, it's packed. When you, if you come through the week, it's not too bad. It's still a little crowded in town, but it's fine.
Very manageable. This is Tuesday about 5 o'clock. We just come from town, and there's still a lot of golf carts, but not like the weekend. Weekend is hyper. This is calm.
You can still use a car to get around.
Yeah, you bring your car through.
But just on the weekend, you will probably not be able to find a parking place. There are taxis that come to the park, and they will pick you up. There's phone numbers all over the park, so you could call a taxi, and somebody said it was just $5 a ride, so that's very manageable. Something about this park, there are ruins on it of the Hotel Victory. I get it mixed up. And it was this huge hotel, and it was built in the late 1800s, but it burnt down in 1919. It was like it was the largest hotel in the world at that time, and for a long time.
600 and some odd rooms. Mm-hmm. It was something to see. The pictures was fantastic. We see the ruins of it, and just here again. When I get back home, I'm going to do a 1,000-page research on this hotel because it's got me fascinated.
Right down the road, everything is just super close. Joe's Bar is right down the road. You could walk to it easily from the park. They're supposed to have the best Bloody Marys, and maybe it's on the island, but I beg to differ. But that's just me. We were there, and we've seen 4 snakes while we've been here. 3 in the water, 1 that came right through Joe's Bar. It was a fox snake. Everybody was screaming and yelling. A couple people I know jumped up on the tables because of the snakes, but they have a healthy fear of snakes. But just to be aware that if you are afraid of snakes, I've seen more snakes here than I have seen ever. So just be aware of that. We haven't seen them in the campground though. The town is just so much fun. Just go online, look at all the places that you can visit, you can eat. We did a wine tour at the Put-in-Bay Winery, which sits right on the lake. And they do a whole thing about the history of the lake. The history of, they had ice houses here, history of how you can go back and forth across the lake. You might want to call ahead of time, see if they are open. We were like the first tour they had done in a year, and so you might want to call ahead, get a reservation. We also went to the Heinemann Winery in Crystal Cave. That was awesome. And at the Heinemann Winery, they have all these pictures up on the walls of the Hotel Victory that you see here in the ruins.
Is it Victoria or Victory?
It's Victory.
Victory.
Hotel Victory.
It's all Victoria.
No, it's because of Perry's, the battle in the Lake Erie.
Perry's Victory.
Okay, so Hotel Victory, we went to the Heinemann's Winery, and they have bunches of pictures of the fire, a bunch of pictures of the hotel in its glory days. So that's something, if you're interested in that, go there. There's a crystal cave you can go down into, world's largest geode. You can go down inside this geode. We went to Perry's Cave and saw that cave. We played golf. We have done a lot of stuff. There's still a lot of stuff left to do, but we have done a lot of stuff. We ate out at some fantastic restaurants, ate a ton of food, drank a little too much probably at some place. The mojito bar is amazing.
I will probably be back.
Oh yes,
I'll be back.
We will come back. There's
Now
still
that-
things that we want to see.
Me as a driver, like I said, I've been pulling campers' boats since I've been 16. Crossing that ferry and getting into this campground was two chores I've never ever had to do before. I did them. I can do it.
We survived.
Next time I'll be totally at ease. Next time.
Yeah.
Next time I will know when to cross that ferry. I didn't this time. We waited in line over an hour. Next time I will know when to cross the ferry.
And actually the wait wasn't that long when you compared it to to how many people were there. So
You're right.
they were very efficient.
They were
great.
Ferry people, Miller's Ferry. Hats off to you. You are organized. You are with it. You've got it going.
So, if you decide to come to South Bass Island, make your reservations well in advance. There are some good sites and some bad sites, and I don't even know what to say about that, but just know that they're going to be tight, so just be prepared for that. And you'll need a way to get around, but like I said, they take the cabs, they have rentals and different things like that. So
once again, you can drive your truck. If you're pulling with the truck like I do, you can take your truck into town.
And during the weekdays, you'll find plenty of parking spots.
You can do it, but you may have to, on the weekend, you may have to park way out and walk way in. And it's just, that's the only problem.
Also, there is not a state store on the island. So.
Yes, there's not a state store, so
bring all your booze.
All they're going to sell is 3-2 and wine.
Yeah.
So
there's lots of wine on the island.
If you have bourbon or brandy, bring it.
Bring it. And there is, they do sell or rent kayaks. It's like $20 an hour for a kayak. I was going to do that, but I'm just not experienced enough. And the water, there was several days that the water was too choppy. Although the weather was pretty nice, the water was choppy. So I'm not experienced enough, but it looked really awesome. It looked like a lot of fun. We saw lighthouses. We saw all kinds of stuff.
We saw a house that was once a boat, but now it's a house.
Yeah, there's something, a little known place called the Shipboat House. And then there's a little park next to it that people put locks on a fence that overlooks the lake. And, the locks are love locks. And as long as the lock is there, your love will last forever kind of thing.
Now, if you happen to be a resident of South Bass Island, you live here year-round, I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
If I was a resident and lived in this island, I would take a shotgun and shoot every golf cart I saw. But I'm sorry. But the tourists pay we pay the taxes and stuff here.
So tourism. There is a sign up that says respect. They said, this is your vacation, but this is our home. Please respect the island. So just remember that if you come, that there are people who live here, and don't get too crazy and wild, I guess.
Well, tomorrow morning, it's 5:15 now. Tomorrow morning, I got to drag this thing home, and we'll see you. We're going over 4th of July. We're going back to Indian Lake. We've already did a bunch of things on Halloween in Indian. We've done a campground a review like this in Indian. We probably won't be doing a review. We might. But if we do, we'll see you then. If we don't, I'm done.
On the end of this video, I will put a bunch of web addresses for the campground, for Put-in-Bay guides, the different wineries and different stuff like that. And so check those out. And when you come, just be prepared. They have self-service here, so you don't, it's pretty cool with the self-service and being able to find your way around and all. So this is the...
One more thing.
Okay.
Please hit like and subscribe. We're trying to bring you some
Good information.
halfway good information based on our knowledge. Please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.
So this is the Traveling Trent saying so long until next time.